Welcome to Authentic with Brazil 201. I'm your host, Brazil 201. And obviously, as you can see by the name of the episode title, we're here to talk about the Severance Season 2 finale. Cold Harbor, though it should have been called See You at the Equator. Now, we're going to go full spoilers, okay? So, obviously, if you're listening to this, you have watched the Season 2 finale. And I have a lot of notes. I have questions. We're going to break down what happened through the episode, what I think is going to happen when Season 3, when the show comes back, probably November of 2026. A lot of questions. But first, I want to start off with if you've watched a lot of television shows, a lot of shows have variants or doppelgangers or whatnot. The CW had Nina Dobrev interact with herself for 8 years. The Flash had Grant Gustin interact with himself for 5 years. The Marvel movies have their characters interact with their actual actor talking side to side for years. And in Severance, we have seen cell phones exist. Okay, cell phones with cameras do exist. So we spent 14 minutes of any Mark and Outie Mark communicating via camcorder. And any good show, or hell, even the CW shows have done better side by sides of having them interact. My God, I just want to say the first 14 minutes of this episode were horrendous and horrible. Like, I don't know if he knows how to make the innie outies interact correctly, but just watch Vampire Diaries on how we had Elena and Catherine, who were on screen together, played by the same actress, interact with each other perfectly fine, because this was so cringe and annoying of the flipping of the conversation and talking via camcorder when cell phones exist in the show. And I'm just like, I couldn't tolerate it. It was just like, oh God, I hope this is not the entire episode. Anyway, we learn that MDR numbers are his wife, and they were creating the 24, now 25 individual severance personalities of her wife. Okay. And that the final one they were going to meant to, I guess, which brings up to other thing is, what are the MDR numbers for everybody else that they're creating? Because not everybody else who works at Lumen has a person that's been entrapped in the bottom of the basement for years. So it's very confusing what everyone else was creating. And I'm just talking in regards to people who work at MDR, because we learn also what the goat people were doing and how the goats have been sacrificed. And Goat Lady comes in real fucking clutch later into the episode. And I'm very confused at what the numbers mean for everybody else. Who are they creating? Where are they going? And all of it and everything else. Um, Mr. Milchak, we learned there's a marching band floor somewhere in the Lumen offices, and my God, to be severed and all you do is march and marching band and everything, insane. But anyway, when Mark finishes and hits 100, they turn into the Tonight Show for a while, where Seth is trying to be a talk show host, interacting with a robot, and then these marching band people come in, and it's crazy. And we spend 15 minutes on this entire marching band sequence, which makes zero sense. And I don't know how they fit all those people in that fucking hallway. That set, the actual Severance set is pretty small. It's only meant, and you're forgetting there's also cameras and shit in there. I don't know how they did it. I'm very confused at how, like, the first 14 minutes can be horrendous and the rest of the episode is fucking fantastic. I am so confused how you do this, Ben Stiller. But you are the man who knows what can do, and I'm mad we're still gonna have to wait 18 months for another season, because at best this show is not coming back till maybe like around Thanksgiving 2026. I know, because you guys have not started filming season 3 yet. Okay, I don't know if the scripts are written or whatever. That's the whole thing. And then so Helly and Mark have this whole thing called See You at the Equator, and I think that's what the episode should have been called. What a great line. I want to use that all along. We learned that the evil Mr. Dumblehead, or whatever the big bossy security guy's name is, has to kill the goats, or was going to kill this goat. And he hears Mark trying to sneak into the black elevator room thing. And there's a nail gun. And then he starts fighting Mark for a while, throwing him against the wall, breaking his back, and all of it. And then he beats the shit out of the fucking goat lady. And then you know what happens? Goat Lady almost murders her, right? And now the big, bulky security guy, Mr. Dumblehead, or whatever the fuck his name is, He's held hostage by Anymark, who has the gun to the security guy's neck as they go down the elevator. But when the swap happens, because Mark isn't in control of his facilities during the swap, the nail gun goes straight through the neck. And finally, one of our worst villains in the show is over. Good for fucking Anymark committing murder. We love that for you, Anymark. Anymark uses the blood to get into the Cold Harbor room, gets new 25th personality Gemma out. Gemma snaps back as soon as they pop out. They run up the elevator. Then Anymark, Anymark throws Gemma out into the staircase so regular Gemma comes back instead of Miss Casey. And now Seth is trying to break out of the bathroom the entire time because Helly and Dylan managed to lock him in the bathroom, and the marching band revolts. I don't know if they killed Mr. Milchak. Hopefully they did. Full rebellion. Very, I think I understand what they're going to do for season 3. It seems very obvious if you've seen Orange is the New Black. We're getting that, if we're getting that type of season. They do it. I really feel bad for Gemma that she sees Anymark walk off with fucking Heliar, and they're just running in the fucking hallways and shit, which makes zero sense because you can't do anything there. Like, they can't stay in the fucking Lumen building the entire time. This is insane. I don't know what the whole thing is. I mean, I guess Gemma's gonna escape. Good for Gemma. I hope she gets out. I don't know how she's gonna get out because she has no car and whatever. But if season 3 is just the innies have taken over Lumen, full rebellion, blah, 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 I guess that means eventually we're going to have some type of Lumen police force come in and mow down and take back the building. Very Orange is the New Black, whatever season that was when they took over the prison. Look, I feel really fucking crazy for everything that happened in the fucking marching band people. Listen, I think the episode was fantastic outside the fucking first 14 minutes because, my God, that was annoying, and it is what it is. I don't understand how they were gonna shut down Lumen, but, they held me hostage or whatever, because it seems like Lumen is kinda a lot like it, controls a lot of the parts of the government and shit like this, so, I have a feeling season 3 should probably be the last, because I don't know how you can keep doing seasons of a TV show if it's every 18 months to 2 years a show comes back. It doesn't really stay in the culture like that. And I think this show's fantastic. And I hope, do extra episodes for season 3 and then end it. Go out with a plan, because I don't think the actual people can keep coming back to a show every 3 years. That's just not good for TV shows, and it's really annoying to everything. But I'm glad that fucking Audi Mark committed murder. The conversation was lame. I can't believe we didn't get reintegration. I assume that's what's going to happen in season 3, is that everyone's going to get reintegrated. God, except for Gemma. Imagine getting 25 personalities reintegrated, and then that one personality that was just getting her teeth pulled out the entire time. Fucking horrible. Yeah. Anyway, I have to go watch the Pit mass shooting episode, which I still have not seen yet. So yeah.